What's going on, people? Back, hit you with another video and talk to you guys about how to be successful. Sorry if I look so tired or whatever, man. I've been fighting the cold for the past few days. So down here in Edinburgh, down in McAllen, Texas, picking up a load of produce for the mall, going to Orlando, Florida. But I'm sitting in my sleeper right now. I've never done a video on my sleeper. And I want to come in here and talk to you all today about how to be successful in whatever you're doing, whether you're leasing, whether you have your own authority, or whether you're leased on to a company, or whether you're even a company driver. So stay tuned. There's so many different things on leasing. What to lease, whether you want to lease a truck or whether you want to not own a truck, title, and things like that. Number one thing, man, is being successful is doing what's worked for you and what works for your family and your household. Staying on a budget, knowing your overhead, try to keep, be debt free as possible. But it's all on you, man. Don't get caught up in a lot of this bull crap on YouTube and stuff like that. Do what's works for you. I've always done what's worked for me. Honestly, man, I started watching YouTube videos probably about 5 years ago. Been in trucking going on, 7, 8 years now. I did my own thing. I always done my own thing. There's a couple of free guys that can give you a few pointers, man. But I've always did my own thing. Do what works for you. Everybody's situation is different. There's 3 types of lease deal. There's a lease to where you can lease a truck and you have your own authority. There's a lease to where you can lease on to a mega carrier. There's even a lease to where you can lease on and pick your own freight. Each one has different set of numbers. I'm actually going to do a video breaking down the numbers on each one, and you choose whichever one works for you. There's good and bad in both of them. There's pros and cons in all 3 of them. Some people want their authority because they want 100% of the profit. Some people don't want to get their authority because they don't want to take on the insurance or responsibility for everything and things like that. But we're actually loving it, on what we're doing, and getting paid out same day or next day. It works for us, but it may not work for nobody else. However it is you're going to make money, hey, do your thing, man. Make money. There's enough money in this industry for everyone to make money. There's no need to bash the next person or say this about that person. It's enough money out here for everybody, man. So, do your own thing. That's how I see it. Do your own thing. You lease on to a mega carrier, you're not. You want to choose your own freight, you want to get your own authority, do your own thing. But one thing I do want to say, sometimes getting your own authority is, I'm going to say this, go ahead and put it out there and say this. When you broke, just being flat out honest, don't have no money saved, and you working for a character, you only getting 75%, 76%, 70%, 62%, 68%, only the 65%, whatever you're getting. Sometimes getting your own authority, you think that's going to solve your problem? It's not. It's really, you're just going to dig a deeper hole for yourself. People got too much pride to say that something didn't work for them or they failed at certain things. I'm not going to be straight up onions. When I did a lease purchase, when I was over at SRT, I'm not going to say I failed. It just wasn't working for me. They run you hard for the first year or the first 2 years, and then they slow you down because they know they don't want to run the value of their truck in case you don't want it after the 4 years. So, I got tired of trying to run a month, stay out here a month, 2 months at a time, sometimes 3 months at a time, trying to make them. Either way it went, when you went home for a week or 2 weeks, you will always come back out in the negative, no matter what. That didn't work for me. Some people say, oh, you have money. Say, I don't care if you say $20,000 or $30,000. I never want to come back on the road in the negative. Just as simple as that. You know, when you got your own truck or you lease it to an outside carrier or you can go to a dealership and get your own truck and just make a monthly payment of $1,300, $1,400. Some of them $1,000, some of them $1,200. You have no stress. If you need to go home for a month and you're making good money a month, you're making $15,000, $20,000 a month, and you need to go home for a month or whatever, you can do that. You can sit at home. Hold on to get something to drink. You can do that. But that's just some of the things. I'd rather make more money with a small amount of trucks with less stress than try to get a large volume of trucks with more stress and trying to put drivers on them. Drivers in them. That's just my way of thinking. If it works for you, do it. I'm not going to try to discourage nobody. If I can help you or we can help you in some kind of way, then hey, we're not going to discourage you. Hey, do your thing. Go ahead and do it. Try. There's enough money out here for everybody, man. I'm not on here or on YouTube trying to be the realest. I'm not on YouTube trying to get validation from anybody. Oh, man, you just realist. You give it free. I don't care about none of that, man. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I had to take my meds. But I'm not on YouTube, man, to keep up a bunch of BS and a bunch of drama and stuff like that. That's why we decided not to go to Max or go to truck shows anymore. We may go to the Dallas one, we may not, but it's a lot of people I don't want to be around, man. Especially how they, especially YouTube, with how they disrespect and then try to throw you on the bus. Just a bunch of bogus stuff people are doing, man. All for YouTube views and just to get a YouTube check. That's a $10.99 that you're gonna have to pay taxes on. It don't mean that much to me. But hey, some people else love it. If they like it, I love it. But I'm not even gonna get into that situation, man, with people anymore. But you know, do your own thing, man. Don't let nobody else make the decisions that can help you financially in life or whatever you're doing in business or in trucking. Because having your own authority, you can make a lot more money, but you got more headache. Getting paid 85 to 90% at a company that takes all the stress off of you on the 1099, if the stickers, all that stuff that you have to pay, drug consortium, filing for your authority, waiting 6 months to a year to work with different brokers. You got to be prepared. You have to be prepared for that stuff. So sometimes making a decision to make a little bit less money than getting your own authority, it helps and it works out for different people depending on what situation they're in. Because I know a company that don't own no trucks has over 200, probably 250 owner operators now. And I think he has probably 50 trucks, company trucks. This guy's probably making $10, $15 million a year. And the majority of his drivers are owner operators. So, you know, it's all on you, man. And things like that. So, do what works for you. Like I said, I got another video. I'm going to break down all 3 of those. I said it in my other video that I wasn't going to get into leases. This has nothing to do with that. This is me breaking down numbers from what I've done. Because I've leased on to a mega carrier. I leased on to a carrier where you can pick your own freight at a certain percentage. And now I'm running my own authority. Quite frankly, running my own authority is actually better for us, or better for me, or us anyway, because when you have to take a load that's, let's say a load, you're going 600 miles, and the load's paying like $1,700. I'm not mistaken, I think that's a little over 2 miles. And you're taking that. Well, if you're factoring that, or that company has quick pay, if you're going just 600 miles, boom, you can drop $250, $300 in your tank, and get that whole $1,400 profit or whatever, and don't have to worry about the company coming in getting 25% of what you're getting, which if you was on 75% running that, And even though they pay the fuel surcharge or whatever, or some companies don't pay the fuel surcharge, you looking at, I'm not 100%, I don't have a calculator, but you're looking at about maybe $900 to $1,000 of that whole $1,700. But if I was to get it and have to factor that load, 3% of 17 is what? Maybe 40, 50 some bucks. I could be wrong. But if I was to get it and put $250 in fuel, I would still be at $1,300, $1,400 profit. But if you get with a company that's gonna take majority of their profit, you don't make that much. You see what I'm saying? So, to each his own. That's the reason why it's a little bit better over here for us. But if you have equipment that's paid for, man, it's a win-win. I could take a load for less. It wouldn't hurt me if I had my own authority and you was on with a company that's getting 75% of $1,700 going 600 miles. I get the majority of the profit, you don't. You see what I'm saying? But we do have more headache. So, you choose on which one you want to do. But like I said, I got another video, man. Come on, break all this stuff down to y'all so I can help y'all out, man, and you make the decision on yourself. But I'm finna get out of here. I just actually took me a Benadryl, so I'm probably finna get drowsy and go to sleep. Hopefully I can get over this cold in a couple of more days. But anyway, man, it was nice talking to y'all. And if you have any questions, man, always email us. Or you can always call us. Try to call. On Mondays and Fridays are our busiest days, especially in the office. But so try to call around Tuesday, you know, around 10 or 11 o'clock on Tuesdays, or before Thursday or before Friday. So anyway, man, I'm going to catch some sleep. I'm finna get out of here. And remember, man, do your own thing. It's your life. It's your business. Do your own thing out here, man. Also, subscribe to the channel. That's on my channel, Trucking with Jay. Teaching how to build business credit. And I'm going to be doing some vlogs out here on the road. So subscribe to the channel.